letting me in. Tell me when I'm in. Right, hello everybody, welcome back to Croft. As you can see, the weather's taken a slight turn for the worse. Ollie Turner's having a little jog back up to the garage. We're just making our way down to the assembly area now. Race 1 was full of action, wasn't it? Full of intensity. We're just going to put on screen now the Race 1 classifieds for you so you can have a little look. We pop that up onto the screen. Slight change actually to what you're looking at. There has been a development. Albert Webster, unfortunately, was DQ'd from that race after scrutineering. There was a problem with the car. Unfortunately, he's been DQ'd. That has promoted Joseph Knight up to the final podium place and third. So yeah, a bit of drama there. However, look, moving into the race, we're just heading down to the assembly. There's second race. The heavens has opened. It's going to make quite for a lot of drama down into the first corner. You can watch that first corner action with us once again here at My Supercar. It's going to be an absolute cracker, isn't it? But let's just bring up on screen your grid order for race 2. It's going to be Alex Lay on pole position this time. From qualifying yesterday, how it works is the first time sorted out the grid order for the race we had earlier today, race 1, and in the second fastest time then was the grid order for race 2, which is about to come up. It's got the Mazdas just out on the track at the minute. They're about to finish up very shortly, but then we're going to go now get into the assembly area and have a chat with the drivers and with the teams and sort of see how they're feeling ahead of race 2. Perhaps a few more nerves this time because we do have a wet race. It's going to be slippy around Croft. Have you ever driven it in the wet before? Do tell us. It's going to be quite tough. So if you've got any images on screen, let's pull them down. But here we come now into the assembly area. Unfortunately, it's about a 5-day walk to get up here from the garages. It's actually going to be the penultimate race of the day here as well at Croft. I just want to chat to a couple of drivers we haven't really managed to get hold of yet. Daniel Lewis, let's just go chat to him, car number 19, see how he's feeling ahead of this wet race. He's just getting a bit of advice there, it seems, from his team. Of course, running with Jam Sport again as well. Guys, can I have a quick word with Daniel? Is that all right? Yeah. Cheers, thank you. Daniel, how you doing, my friend?
I'm all right.
Oh, we've got rain, mate. Is that good or is that bad?
Mostly practices in the rain, so I like rain.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear. Look, race 1 was very dramatic out there for people. How was it for you?
It was all right. It was all right. It's not the best, but still the back.
Well, look, rain shakes things up quite a lot, doesn't it? Best of luck out there. Enjoy it, won't you? I'll let you crack on. There you go. Shut that. There we go. Cheers, guys. Thank you very much. It's all right. Let's go chat to the man who was going to start this race on pole. Of course, Alex was involved in a bit of a bump in race 1. Hello. How are we doing, guys? All right? Yeah. Alex, quite a dramatic race 1, wasn't it? But here we are, race 2. You're on pole position. It's wet. Do these conditions suit you? Are you happy?
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm confident in the wet. I'm confident in the wet.
Good man.
Hopefully it will go well.
It's only going to shake things up, isn't it? It's quite a technical track at Croft as well. Do you think you can get a bit of a gap pull away, maybe?
If I get a good start, then fingers crossed, hopefully I'll be able to.
Top man, Alex. Nice to chat to us. Best of luck out there. There is your race 1 winner as well, Deegan Fairclough. We've got Jensen Brinkley over here. Albert Webster, I just want to have a quick word as well, because unfortunately didn't quite go to. Let's grab Ollie as well, very quickly. The 2019 Fiesta Junior champion, Ollie Turner. He's just having a quick. Ollie, just quickly, mate. It's just clear. How good is that? Look, sorry, mate. How's it going? Just very quickly, Ollie, just wanted to grab you, of course. Race 1, he did fantastic, didn't he? Unfortunately, it looked like there was a DQ. What was the problem? Do we know?
Well, unfortunately, it's just one of those things in racing. But at the end of the day, the ride height let him down.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, there was an issue with the ride height, and obviously, yeah, it's just one of those things.
It happens.
He did so well. That's the best I've ever seen him drive. So
yeah. Confident for this one then.
Yeah.
You think he's going to do well?
He's hungry for it.
He's hungry.
So yeah, it'll be a good race.
Cheers, Ollie. Thanks for this weekend. Appreciate it, mate. Right, let's go have a chat if we get a chance to chat to James Wallace, because I went to, let's go chat to Dylan actually. Got Dylan Hodgkin, who was also involved in a little bump with Alex. Dylan, how you doing? Are you ready for race 2 now? Obviously race 1 didn't quite go how you wanted it to do, but an opportunity here to go and get some, maybe even sneak a podium, who knows? What do you think?
Yeah, I'm just quite proud it's raining because I'm decent in the wet, so
yeah,
should hopefully get a podium.
It creates a bit of opportunity, doesn't it, for him? It kind of levels the playing field a little bit. You're looking forward to it then?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Best of luck, mate. Thank you very much. Of course, Dylan out of the race in race 1, off at the first corner actually as well. Let's see if I can grab a quick word with James, if possible. Is it possible to have a quick word with James? Is that all right? I know he's focused and laser focused and ready. How you doing, pal? Oh, it's nice and warm in here. It's nice and cosy. Look, here we go, race 2. It's going to be wet. Is this going to shake things up a bit, do you think?
Yeah, it's going to be challenging. Never been on the wets, but give it a go, you know.
You never know. You might be the next Lewis Hamilton on the wets.
Yeah, be nice.
What's the expectation for this one? Is it just get it home, just have fun,
home, yeah.
Good time? Excellent.
Yeah, just try and gain a few positions maybe and bring it home.
That's what I like to hear. James, top man, thanks for chatting to us. Best of luck, guys. Thank you. Cheers. We'll get out your way. Cheers. There you go. Right, so yes, let's go get into position, because I think these cars are about to head out on track very, very shortly. We do have the Mazdas. In fact, if you look, I don't know how well you can see, but look at the rain just here coming in. This is down at the very, very first corner. It looks quite gruesome, doesn't it? It's just really started to hammer it down here at Croft. Again, if you do have a question at any time, you want to find out more about the BRSCC Fiesta Junior Championship, you can do. There is a link to the website in the body of the text of this video. You can also watch this in high definition as well. We are going to hang around the first corner. You can watch the full race live on the BRSCC YouTube channel. However, if you want to stick with us, we'd love to have you with us as well. We're going to bring you a bit of first corner action. Honestly, we get you so close to the action. Then we'll bring up TSL. So from then, if you want to go watch it, head over to the BRSCC YouTube channel. But come back, once the checkered flag falls, come back to us, because we're going to be in Parc Ferme with the drivers for live reaction after the race. It is going to be something quite special. If you can see, just look at the back end of these Mazdas flying around as they're coming around the first corner. It really is an absolute cracker, isn't it? And as you can see, we must say, we are at the first corner for the incident in race 1, and the marshals, as ever, have been incredible, haven't they? Here's a big thank you to the Orange Army, not just here at Croft, but up and down the country. Who do it week in, week out. It's thanks to you we can actually go racing, and a few people get a little bit wide around the first corner. God, look at these Mazdas, look at them. They're jittering all over the place. I could just stand here and watch this all day. It's incredible. But the rain is really starting to come down quite a bit now. Although behind us there's quite bright skies, so you never know. We might get a nice little look or two. I'm going to get a couple of pictures whilst I'm stood here as well, because I can. So if we could just bring up the qualifying order again for this race onto the screen, so you can see, have a little look at the running order. Car number 76, Alex Lay on pole position. Deegan Fairclough, of course, race 1 winner, making the guest appearance, took the honours as well in race 1. Incredible stuff. Big thank you to Jam Sport for helping him out. Wet enough for you? It's a beautiful sight, isn't it? These Fiestas. Remember, the beauty of these Fiestas as well is that you can also convert them very, very easily into the Fiesta Senior Championship as well. So remember, this championship is for 14 to 17 year olds. 14 years old. A lot of these kids are 14. As I said before, I don't even think I knew where the pedals were in a car at 14, let alone thumping around a track like Croft in the driving rain as well. It's going to be tricky conditions indeed. A lot of spray, a lot of difficulty. It's very tight the first corner, isn't it? You make a mistake and you really go into that gravel quite hard, don't you? As we see these Mazdas absolutely flying around. I mean, you just pan to the right, you wouldn't believe me if I say it's raining, because look at that. It's bright sky over there. Even the sun might even dare to make an appearance on top of us. It's very, very wet indeed. Oh, we've seen a few of the Mazdas coming off here at the first corner, going over the cones, really ripping stuff up quite well. I'm just trying to see, is Laura still here or has she gone? I think Laura's gone away. I'm just going to get a couple more pictures whilst we're hanging around. As you can see, the rain is really tumbling down quite heavy now here at Croft. Very, very wet conditions indeed. And it looks like a car has gone off because we've got a lot of activity behind me right now with tractors and things heading out. Tell you what we might do actually, Leon, just take this advantage to have a chat with Harry as well, because race 1 he ended up retiring from the race. There is a little bit of damage on the front of the car, and I didn't see what the problem was actually. And it looks like that race has now finished. So the Mazda race has come to a close, which means these guys will get out. We're not going to get time to chat because the Mazdas are about to head out, about to finish. They've finished. This is about to be the penultimate race here today at Croft. Is the Fiesta Junior Championship. I was really hoping the rain would end because I'm not so sure we're going to be allowed trackside with the brolly, so we might just have to stick around here and catch the first corner action unless the rain does a miraculous disappearing act incredibly quickly. Look, I am going to grab a word with Harry because we've got a little bit of time to wait. Another familiar face here. How's it going, mate? You all right? You good? Good? Yeah, good, man, good. I was going to grab a quick word of Harry, if I may. Harry, how you doing, pal? I didn't actually see what happened in race 1. What happened, mate?
Oh, so I went too fast around the corner and it caught the rear wheel and spun me around, basically.
Look, it happens. It is motorsport, isn't it? But look, you've got a wet race now. Big opportunity, do you think?
Yeah, hopefully. Fingers crossed, what I wanted. So see
yeah, it is what you wanted. I did a rain dance for you.
Oh yeah.
It's all thanks to me. This. Best of luck, mate.
Thank you.
Take care. Yeah, as we said, I didn't see what happened to Harry in race 1, but had a bit of a spin and did retire from the race with just 2 laps to go. So as you can see, it is now time for the BRSCC Fiesta Junior Championship cars to make their way onto the track. You couldn't make it up, could you? Literally just stood in a puddle as well. There you go. I thought the ground felt a little bit muddy. Right, so the Mazdas are just finishing up. They're just making their way into Parc Ferme as we see. The engines are revving. These guys are nice and dry. I'm not. Let's get over here so we get a better look at them as they're about to make their way out on track. Do stick with us as well. Remember, you can watch the entire race on the BRSCC YouTube channel, or you can stick with us. We're going to bring you first corner action. How's he feeling? Is he, are you feeling confident for this one, mate?
Yeah.
More of the same, really, isn't it?
Just want to get a good start and feel how these new tyres feel. Never driven it with new tyres, and it will be interesting.
Do you get nervous? You're not nervous, are
yeah,
you, mate?
my heart's going through the roof right now. But soon as I've done the start, I'm fine.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's literally it. Start, lights out, go,
yeah.
All nerves gone.
Yeah.
Best of luck, mate. Just quickly, actually, just before we go, when you're doing your outlap now, can you get a feel for like where the wet patches are, or are you just going too slow, really?
Well, you can. It's hard to tell, but I reckon you can at the speed you're going and find where you can put your car for the first lap, and then you'll be fine after, I'm pretty sure. So yeah. It'll be an interesting one to see.
Definitely. Look, I'll let you crack on away. Yeah. Thanks for chatting to us, guys, and thanks for this weekend, guys. Appreciate it. Been very welcoming and giving us access to all areas. Cheers, guys. So as everybody, I have to say, what a big thank you to the Fiesta Juniors, all the teams, all the drivers. They've been so welcoming to us. They really have. We've been given access to all areas by the BRSCC here this weekend with the Fiesta Junior Championship. Really hope you enjoyed the coverage. We've had some incredible interviews, haven't we? We had a very special feature with Goodyear yesterday, and we also had a very special sit-down interview with Laura Payne just to find out what it takes to get into motorsport, what you actually have to do and what she does on a day-to-day basis, really. I've seen from sitting in the office, the BRSCC media office, which is where we've had the camera set up. They are busy, busy people indeed. I can tell you that. We did the presentation this morning. We caught up with the 2020 champion, Joseph Loke, and of course now a British F4 winner as well, after taking the checkered flag in first place at Thruxton last week. We've had Ollie Turner, we just spoke to him again, but we spoke to him quite a lot over the course of the 2019 BRSCC Fiesta Junior Champion. We caught up with Joseph Loke's mum as well, a very proud mum. We caught up with Bobby Thompson, former BTCC, that's right, isn't it? BTCC driver. Doing a lot of coaching with the Fiesta Juniors as well, and of course a Fiesta Junior alumni as well. And I think we've spoken to every driver now, Leon, you know that? I think we've caught up with every single driver here this weekend. Big thank you to all. It's been a real learning curve for me as well, I have to say, getting to know these guys and the teams. Nerves of steel, 14 to 17 years old. You just wouldn't know, would you? And some of the driving we've seen has just been absolutely exquisite. It really, really has. Well, that would be a nice view there, won't it? Look at that. Whew. But the rain, it really is coming down quite hard, isn't it? We had it last week at Snetterton. I think the only weekend it hasn't rained is at Brands Hatch a few weeks ago, wasn't it? If you do like our YouTube channel as well, there is a link in the body of this text. Do click it. It takes you to my Supercar. You can watch all of our live behind-the-scenes access all area coverage of club motorsport in 2021. So we're here with the Fiesta Juniors this week. Next week we're with the historic Formula and the Metro Cup, MG Cup and BCV8 Championship. It's another full-on weekend of live motorsport action for you. Watch it all at my Supercar. So tell us, I want to know what's the worst conditions you've ever been either racing in or trackside in. And if you've got a picture, even better, send us a picture. So the cars are starting to rev up now, they're starting to fire. I think we're getting the signal that it's almost time to get out onto the track. The safety car's just going around now just to make sure everything is safe. It's just going to do a loop of the 2.12 miles. In fact, whilst we're waiting, I still think we have that fun facts image that we can probably bring up onto the screen for you, although the fastest lap has now gone, it's changed. It was Deacon Fairclough yesterday who has now set the fastest lap time in qualifying ever for the Fiesta Junior Championship around this circuit. Of course, it was dry yesterday. They had a practice session and qualifying, and then today the two races, because the first race got underway at just after 12:30 this afternoon, won by car number 87, Deacon Fairclough. It was Sid Smith as well, who came home in second, car number 99. Albert Webster came home, car number 2. He came home in third on the track, but actually was, unfortunately, ride height in scrutineering wasn't eligible, so he was unfortunately disqualified. But he's back for more and he's hungry for this. We just spoke to Ollie Turner. Watch out for Albert Webster. He is hungry for this race. And just having a look, Alex Lay's car there, car number 76, the man who's going to start this race on pole position. Mechanic just having the last few checks, just making sure everything's okay. I hope there's not an issue there. As you can see, the bonnet's taken a few scuff marks. Retired from race 1 on lap 2 after an incident with Dylan Hotchin. I think they just got tangled a bit together, and unfortunately both out of the race, did not finish. But he's on pole for race 2. I mean, we should have beautiful skies any second now. We really should. Just hurry, come on. Move this rain out the way. I don't want it. Just want to be dry. You can also watch, if you head over to Live Sport now on YouTube and Facebook, you can watch all of our live motorsport. You can also watch all of our live golf if you happen to be a golfer as well. We're broadcasting tomorrow at the 2020 Pro Tour at Wheatley Golf Club. Big tournament there. So we try and do everything we can to stay out of the rain right now. One thing I've learned is always to pack my raincoat. As you can see, the race is thumping down, despite the fact that we don't look like we're too far away from quite bright skies. We have got the way relatively unscathed this weekend, to be fair. We were due to have rain all day yesterday. We didn't actually see any, I don't think, really, other than a slight smattering. And there you go, Deegan Fairclough, his lights ablaze, as is Jensen Brickley in car number 246. Archie Handy over there in the Pink Panther. I've named it now. James Pope in the purple True car. Seen some magnificent racing this weekend. Jake Maynard debut weekend, of course, had a strong finish in race one. Qualified in 5th place yesterday on his debut. And it's almost time for these cars to take charge. We have been waiting a little bit, haven't we? Maybe they've just been waiting for the rain to stop. I think one of the Mazdas actually went off the circuit here at Croft. Whilst we're having a little wait, actually, the safety car's just coming back round. We can show you a course map as well. Let's bring up the Croft circuit map so you can have a look at what is about to face these 15 Fiesta Junior Championship drivers here in race 2 in tricky and very, very, very wet conditions indeed. It's wet, it's windy, but it's not cold though. I think that's perhaps one of the most important things. It's been a lovely weekend here at Croft for the BRSCC, a magnificent event that once again they've put on. The racing has been exceptional, as we've come to expect. This is going to be the penultimate race of the entire weekend here at Croft. Whilst we wait, actually we'll bring another image up for you. Let's have a look at the BRSCC Fiesta Junior Championship 2021 calendar. Let's pop that up on the screen. You can see next month we head to Alton Park, and we'll be live for that. In fact, we will be live with the Fiesta Junior Championship all season. You're going to get exclusive access to the Fiesta Juniors like nobody else does or can in motorsport live streaming. Fantastic stuff. If it's still up, we can pop it down now. It's almost time to get going. I'm just wondering where on earth all this heavy rain is coming from. Whilst we're having a little look, actually, just take a little look around at the liveries of the cars. Leon, which is your favourite design car? Which do you like the best? 246. Yeah, Jensen Brickley certainly stands out, doesn't it? I do like the Pink Panther of Archie Handy. I like Dylan Hotchins as well. I like them all. I'm going to sit on the fence, like any good commentator does. So tell us, where are you watching this from right now? Are you at home on your Sunday afternoon couch? Is it raining where you are? Is it nice? Is it dry? Are you overseas? We'd love to hear from you. We're here at Croft in North Yorkshire, and it's wet, wet, wet. Well, we're certainly having to fill a bit here, aren't we? Clearly one of the Mazdas went off a little bit, so it looks like they've had to recover the car. I think it is almost time to get going. Running engines. And that is the state of turn one. You don't know whether to get in a car or get your swimming trunks out, do you? It's that wet. It's going to make for quite entertaining action, whatever happens now. Even if the sun does come out, we are going to have a wet race. 15-minute race just about to come out. In fact, I think the 1 minute board is about to make an appearance as well. And it is almost time to get going. Finally, it looks like we can get race 2 underway, and the whistle blows. It's time to get in the cars, fire up the engines. If you're not involved, you've been told to get out and leave. It's the last bit of motivation from the teams to their drivers. Go, 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 go get it. Keep it safe, but race hard. I was just reading the back of the Marshals tabard there. Hashtag thanks Marshals, absolutely. We wouldn't be able to do this if it wasn't for you guys. I don't know if to get under the body or not because it kind of has drips running underneath it. So here you go, whistle in mouth, not anymore. Surely it is almost time. We want to see the 1 minute board. Everybody wants to get racing now. I mean, imagine what it's like for the drivers. Spoke to Deegan Fairclough, didn't he? Said his heart rate was going absolutely off the charts, and that was about 5-10 minutes ago. Imagine what it's doing now. Go ahead. And the tractors and everything are back. You're okay. There we go, tractors are back. That's what we were waiting for. If we keep waiting forever, then we might actually have a dry race in the end. Important that the track is safe and clear, of course. Great job by the Marshals and, of course, all of the team here in getting people safely off track. God, imagine what it feels like behind the wheel right now. You must be absolutely nervous as anything, mustn't you? 1 minute board goes up. Up we go. So it is now time for the BRSCC Fiesta Junior Championship Race 2 here at Croft. Round 1 of the championship here this season. And off they go. There goes Alex Slade, Deegan Fairclough, Jensen Brinkley, Albert Webster as well. Joseph Knight, off they go. What a thumping roar as they head out onto the track. will make their way around to the start finish line. It's quite handy actually being down here, because what will happen is they'll go straight to the line and get straight out. It won't line up and then do a formation lap. It will be, this is technically their formation laps, and then it will be straight off, lights out. Let's give a wave to the tractor guy. Is he looking? I want to find out what it's like to drive. What's it like to drive one of these? It's an absolute monster, isn't it?
No. You keep to yourself. I don't want to be involved with that. Not a chance. Then what must we when you talk to you?
We do want to say thanks to you guys. You do an awesome job, you really do. So thank you. Cheers, guys. We can probably stand here, get the first corner action. We won't be allowed along there, I don't think, with the brolly, but we will stick around up here. You're going to see the first corner action. It's going to be fast. It's going to be intense. Is anybody going to make it round? We certainly hope so. The drivers will have learned a lot from race one, of course, but that was dry, so now we've got very, very difficult conditions indeed for them. I'm going to go down and talk you through it, actually. You stay there. So the cars are just about to line up now as well. I can just see them swerving up and down on the start-finish line. They are there. Oh, they are going to do a formation lap. Okay, I take that back. I'm just double checking actually. We haven't started the race actually, because some of them are going quite quick around it. No, they haven't. We do have marshals on the track, so that was not the start of the race. They have gone round, so it's almost like they're going to do almost two full laps, aren't they? Then they're going to line up here, and then it's going to be like so. You can probably see me up here. I've got the hood up now because the rain is. It's just not ceasing at all, and I don't want to get absolutely soaking wet here. Let's just bring the qualifying graphic back up onto the screen if we can as well, just so you can see the starting grid for race 2 with the BRSCC Fiesta Junior Championship here live at Croft. It's the penultimate race of the entire weekend as well. And what a weekend it's been. We've got a Club Sport Trophy coming up next. That'll be a lot of fun. You can watch that as well as this race on the BRSCC YouTube channel if you want to see all of that. We are going to stick around the first corner for the race. Then we're going to get straight into Parc Fermé to interview the drivers. However, we probably will pop the TSL screen up on the screen. So if you do want to see the racing action, do go over to the BRSCC YouTube channel once the first lap has been completed. You've got to stay here. Do not go anywhere. We are right at the first corner. You can't get any closer to the cars than we are right now, anywhere in the world, unless, of course, you're one of the marshals stood in front of us. So you're going to want to watch this. Then I advise, yes, go check out the actual race on the BRSCC YouTube channel. But stay here for this first corner action. It's going to be intense. Then as soon as the checkered flag falls, come straight back, because we will be in Parc Fermé with the drivers. Again, nobody can get closer to the action than we can here at My Supercar. So the cars are lining up now. I'll talk you through it as it happens. So we're just getting the green flag. So most of the drivers have the lights on, except for Alex Lay, the man who's going to start this race from pole position. failed to finish in race one. Coming together, Dylan Hodgkin on the second lap at the first corner put paid to both their races, but they're both hungry for this one. Albert Webster finished third in race one, DQ'd unfortunately due to a ride height issue. He's hungry for this as well. There's a lot of drivers who feel they might have a point to prove in race two. What's going to happen? 15 minutes of Fiesta fun, intense action, and it's live right here at Croft. Are you sitting comfortably? Have you got a nice cup of tea? Because don't go now, it's too late. And it's go, go, go. The lights have gone out and here they come thumping. And I tell you something, I think it might be Jensen Brickley with an absolute stonker of a start. Somebody has. No, it's Deegan Fairclough again. He's had an absolutely incredible start. He's got the lead. Jensen Brickley up to second. Albert Webster going for it as well. And everybody coming through corner one very, very well indeed. Everybody gets through safely. That's what we like to see. And it is once again, Deegan Fairclough takes the lead of the race from Jensen Brickley. Alex Lay in third and Albert Webster in fourth place. Magnificent driving, great talent by these youngsters. They're only 14 to 17 years of age. Incredible stuff. Stay with us for just a little bit longer. We're just going to watch them come around for the second lap before we put the TSL screen up. We are right at the first corner. You cannot get any closer to the action than we are right now. It is impossible unless you are a marshal or you're actually driving one of the cars. And if you're watching this, you're certainly not driving one of them. So they're now on the far side of the circuit. Remember that tight hairpin, the final corner, get that wrong. To carry too much speed and go wide, then you've got a difficult run, haven't you, onto that start-finish line. You can lose so much momentum. You can get done on the line. We've seen it in the BTCC, haven't we? We've seen it in the Fiesta Juniors. We've seen it in the Mazdas this weekend. It's a critical part of the circuit, as is this first corner, because it's a right, then sort of almost into a left-right kink, and it's hard. It's a really, really hard track. It really is, this Croft. It's very tight. It's very... Oh, it's a wonderful circuit to come. It's my first time here in 16 years, would you believe? We've got blue skies all around us, but not on top of us, unfortunately. Right, and here they come. I think, is that still Deegan Fairclough? We're going to have a little look in a second. He's on the start-finish line. He's going to come into your shot very, very shortly. Here he comes, thundering down to turn one here at Croft. The spray is everywhere. It's almost like he's fighting just to keep it in a straight line. And here comes Deegan. He's getting that car. There's standing water everywhere. Here they come, pounding through the corner one. Alex Lay goes wide. Albert Webster goes wide. They're really attacking this first corner, aren't they? They're really going for it, these boys. And it looks like Jensen Brickley has had enough. He was second, wasn't he? He's dropped well down the order. He must have gone off the track somewhere on lap one, but he's still going strong. There's Davis as well. Car 281 coming round as well. These guys really getting to grips with stuff now, aren't they? Right. Let's pop up onto the screen the TSL timing so you can follow the action that way. You can watch the race as well live on the BRSCC YouTube channel, or you can stick with us. I'll keep commentating for you and talking you through the action as it happens, because it is absolutely incredible stuff once again here at Croft. In fact, I'll tell you what, pull TSL down and I'll talk you through it instead. Bring up the main screen because there's so much action going to happen here. There goes James Wallace coming through. He's been in the pits. He's come back out again. I think we might have another car in the pits as well. I'm just trying to see who hasn't come out. Yeah, we do. We've got another car just about to come into your shot as well. Yeah, it is Triggs, isn't it? Car number 80, Jake Triggs, just coming out. He's been in the pits as well. So Wallace and Triggs into the pits on lap one. They're coming out now and they're just coming round now. And I can see the leaders back onto the start-finish line as well. You're about to see even more action. In fact, we've got Archie here as well. Car number 41. Handy just coming. He's just popped out of the pits if you're wondering as well. So this is your race leader, car 87, Deegan Fairclough. Albert Webster in second place. Alex Lay in third. There is Jake Maynard. There is Sid Smith. There goes Dylan Hodgkin. Here comes Joseph Knight. They're battling to get these cars stopped coming into this first corner. Here comes Jensen Brickley. So fascinating to watch. It really, really is. There goes Harry Garman. Oh, wonderful racing. There's Lewis. There's Pope coming round as well. Incredible stuff from these guys. It's a beautiful rainbow we're peering at the far side of the track as well. There is sunshine all around us except for on top of our heads where it is still raining. I can assure you, you might look at the camera and think he's having me on because it looks lovely sunshine. It is still raining here. It should not be raining though. These clouds, go away. Oh, we've got the spinner. We've got a spinner at the far side of the circuit. Look like they're absolutely okay. I'm just trying to see who it is. But we do have a spinner. Here comes Wallace into the first corner. God, there's so much standing water at that first little kink, isn't there? So much. So Deegan Fairclough, your current race leader. We do have waved yellows at the far side of the circuit as well. Is it Lewis? I'm not sure. We're about to have another car come steaming into your shot right about now. There it is. That's Jake Triggs, of course. Just trying to get my TSL back up so I can run you through the order for you here at Croft. Incredible stuff. A lot of action now. Here's your race leader, Deegan Fairclough coming around. There's Alex Lay. There's Sid Smith, and Sid Smith goes very wide indeed. He keeps it together though, gets it back onto the track. Dylan Hodgson coming around too. What's happened to Albert Webster? That's the question. It's chop and change every single lap. There's Joseph Knight. There's Jake Maynard. There's Albert Webster. And he's just going a little bit wide again, and Harry Garner kicking up the dirt as well. There's Archie Handy coming round. Oh, it's wonderful stuff to see. Lewis going round as well. We're just waiting for Pope. There he is. There's James Pope. So it is Fairclough from Lay, Smith, Hodgson, Knight, Maynard, Webster, Garmin, Lewis, Pope, Brickley, Wallace, Triggs, Handy and Davis. I am pleased to say all cars are currently running. We have a safety car though. We do, oh yeah, but not all cars are running. We have a safety car. It is Davis who had spun at the top end of the circuit, and unfortunately he is out of the race. Safety car is just making its way out onto the track now. If we could just pop TSL, let's bring TSL onto the screen now, because the cars are going to be going sort of just in tandem behind the safety car. The track conditions, look at that, I don't know if you just saw that kick up whilst you're looking at TSL. You can have a little look and see what the lay of the land is in this race. My bum is soaking. Wow, we've seen some incredible racing here this weekend. These guys have had to do this in the harshest of conditions. They really, really have. Fairclough is your race leader. Lay is in second, Smith in third, Hodgson in fourth, Knight in fifth, Maynard sixth, Webster seventh, Garmin eighth, Lewis ninth, Pope 10th, Brickley 11th, Wallace 12th. Triggs is in the pits as well. So Triggs it's appeared to have pulled in the pits. We've got Handy and Davis is out of this race with 7 minutes to go, and the safety car currently, are we under safety? We just know it is safety car. I just wonder whether we're actually going to get any more racing action in. It is a reasonably long lap, isn't it? 2.12 miles is Croft. Race conditions earlier, they were doing what was pole 142, wasn't it? If I believe, in fact I've got it right in front of me, I can tell you. Pole was 141.808 yesterday in the dry. At the minute, the best lap time so far in this race is a 150.754. Of course, now behind the safety car, we're dropping out to well over 2 minutes per lap. And I just wonder with time running out, whether this race is going to finish behind the safety car, and Deegan Fairclough is going to make it a double bubble. In fact, he's going to make it the Triple Crown, isn't he? A pole win here this weekend, and he's guesting as well. Incredible stuff. We spoke to him quite a lot this weekend. He's been very grateful for the opportunity to race these cars. It's the Premier Junior Series in the UK. It's they're mini touring cars, these, and the best thing about these is you can quite easily get them kitted up. And when you come of age, these guys are between 14 and 17, you could go racing the Fiesta Senior Championship as well. It's as simple as that. Buy one car at 14, get your parents to buy it, and then you can race it for the next 15, 20 years. That is value for money. So Davis's car is going to be recovered. I can't believe we're still getting rained on when all I can see is sunshine. It just doesn't add up. As soon as we finish this broadcast, it'll be beautiful sunshine. So Fairclough, Lay, Smith, Hotchin, Knight, Maynard, Garmin, Webster, Lewis, Pope, Brickley, Wallace, Triggs, Handy. We've got 5 minutes left to go. Unless the safety car comes in this lap, realistically, are we going to see much more action? We might get one flyer in, you never know. So safety car lights are still on. I think we're going to get ourselves up to Parc Ferme, I think, because I literally since I've been stood here, there's a lake here now. No word of a lie, there's a lake. When I walked here, there was no lake. And when I say lake, look, literally how deep it is. I'm not even kidding. This is an absolute swamp. All right, there they go through. You can just see them still behind the safety car. This race will be finishing very, very shortly. We might get one flying lap in. It's possible. Let me just tell you how long's left of this race to go. Right, we're going to get ourselves up to Parc Ferme, so if we could just put the TSL screen on for everybody so you can have a little look at this. We've got 2.5 minutes left to go. We might get a flying lap or so in. If you are watching this, you want to catch that, you just head over to the BRSCC YouTube channel, you can watch it there. But as soon as that checkered flag falls, you have to come back to us because we are going to be in Parc Ferme. If you want to hear from the drivers live, we're going to get live driver reaction, just find out how difficult it was in these conditions. As you can see, the trophy cars just coming across now.
Made up to 45 minutes for it.
I mean, honestly, it's just downpoured. I'm absolutely soaked, wetter than I've been for a long time. I'm wetter than I am when it rains constantly all day.
Lights off on the safety car.
The lights are off on the safety car, so we are going to have a final flying lap or so. So great stuff here. We're going to get ourselves into position. Just leave the TSL screen on if you can, please, Elaine, just so you can follow the action that way. We're going to head ourselves into Parc Ferme now, capture even more of the action here live. Off they go, and it's still Deegan Fairclough, your race leader, and he gets round the first corner safely so far. So does everybody as well. Let's not have commentators curse. Come on, guys. Great job by everybody, and there's battles going on. Who's that down there? I think it's Joseph Knight. And Archie Handy's had a spin at the first corner. Archie Handy is in the gravel. He's okay, he's absolutely fine, but he's in the gravel at turn 1, and it looks like his race is run. Oh, and I could tell you as well, it looks like Triggs. Oh no, Archie Handy's getting back onto the track. Triggs has gone off the track as well.
I think they've swapped up now, yeah. I suspect that must be on, yeah, Maynard. Oh, Maynard, okay, yeah. Go ahead, it's all going to be who can hold it on the circuit, isn't it, Dave?
It is treacherous, incredibly slippy conditions here. It's still raining. Just go away, rain. Come on.
On the top, left, right, long sweeping left and right corners. Yeah, it's still no doubt about it for now.
And it looks like it is going to be Fairclough who's going to get the race won here. He's going to make it a pair of wins if you just keep it on the track. It's Fairclough, Lay, Smith, Hotchin, Knight, Maynard, Garmin, Webster, Lewis, Pope, Brickley, Wallace, Handy, Triggs, Davis out of the race. It's all changed here. The countdown has dropped, and I can see them on the wall, and it looks like it is going to be, once again, Deegan Hotchin, he takes the win. Alex Lay in second place. Sid Smith rounds out an incredible weekend with a pair of podiums as well. Dylan Hotchin comes home in fourth. He'll be pleased with that after retiring from race 1. And then we've got Garmin in 5th, Maynard in 6th, Webster in 7th, Knight in 8th, Lewis in 9th, Pope in 10th, Wallace in 11th, Brickley in 12th. We're just waiting for Handy and Triggs to come over. Of course, we saw Archie Handy have a spin at turn 1. And then we also I saw Triggs running across the track as well. We're actually going to go a bit further into Parc Fermé this time and try and make head and tail of what happened in that race. Look at my bum.
How many times you said that to another guy?
It's the first time actually, Greg. should feel flattered. Right, so let's just keep that TSL on screen so you can get the full classifieds there. We're going to move down actually and see the winner, because last time we spoke to the drivers in Parc Fermé, didn't get a chance to chat to the podium crew until a little bit later. So let's get in there now. The sun is actually beating down right now. It's incredible, isn't it? Really. And that rounds out actually incredible stuff. That is, you can bring TSL down now. That is the first weekend of Fiesta Junior Championship racing completed, and I'll tell you something, if we've got a full season of that coming up, oh boy, are we in for an absolute treat. We'll let the Motorsport Radio guys get their sections done first and catch up. I know a lot of you flicked over to watch it on YouTube. If you come back, welcome back. We're about to catch up with a number of the drivers as well, and maybe get some nice little snaps as well whilst I'm here. The cars are coming in now. You can just see in the pit lane, siren's about to go as they pull in. Here they come, look. Leon, you might want to move. That's Albert Webster coming through. Michael A second, Sid Smith in third. Here they come. Ah, look at that. It's cuddles all round. That's what we like to see. Congratulations to all the guys. So we'll let Motorsport TV, the multicam stream, let those guys go in first. So a few fist pumps all around. I'll tell you what, whilst they're doing it, I'm going to have a chat with some of the other guys whilst we're waiting around, shall we? Let's go quickly chat to Alex. Alex, that's how you do it, mate, isn't it, eh?
Yeah, it was really good. I had quite a hard start and I managed to fight my way back at the
Mate,
end.
it looks so treacherous out there. What was it like?
I couldn't see a thing. Like the rain was pouring down. It was really hard. But
I'm sure Bobby gave you a decent bit of advice about handling the rain, right?
yeah, really good. Thanks, Bobby.
Great way to finish. Congratulations, mate. Well done. You've got a little trophy. You come in there too. Let's grab a word with Mr. Smith as well. Don't run away from me, Sid. Sid, got to stop eating like this. Congratulations. Another decent race. It looked so treacherous out there. What was it like? Was it
Yeah, that was definitely the worst condition I've ever drove in. You wheel spin everywhere straight into ABS. It was just, it was, yeah.
I was stood at the first corner and just getting the thing stopped looked a problem.
Yeah, that was the mission, just to get it stopped and around the corner was the hardest part.
Yeah.
Yeah, but from 10th on the grid to 3rd, just so good, such good recovery from qualifying. I'm so happy with how it's gone.
Oh, well done, mate. I'll let you crack on anyway. Best of luck. Well done. There we go. I don't want to grab a word with Egan as well when we get a chance. Then we'll get back into Parc Ferme as well. Catch up with some of the other drivers.
Well done. Go celebrate. Who knows? Hopefully we'll see you again soon.
Egan, my man. Oh, what a week. That's a triple crown, isn't it?
I'm over the moon. That's just crazy. Can't believe it. It's just my legs. Though the conditions, I went out and I was like, this could be chaos. And the ABS was kicking in through the wet patches. But
well, we'll talk about the first corner. I was stood down there, but there's almost a massive puddle right on the apex
there
of
was
turn
a
one.
huge puddle down this whole straight and on the apex. And what's it called? The car just wheel spins when you hit it. So you had to be really offline because we'd unsettle the car and ABS would kick in and just fight you back and miss the braking point.
Well done. Are we going to see you back?
Hopefully, I need to persuade my parents and hopefully financially.
If they're watching,
yeah.
come on, we want to see Deegan back. Well done, mate. That's
Thank
a triple
you.
crown. Congratulations. Great catching you. Let's get into Parc Ferme up here, shall we? And see if we can chat to any of the other drivers as well. Incredible racing by them all, actually, in what is arguably the hardest conditions you're probably likely to come across in motorsport, isn't it? It was a deluge. Yes, the sun's shining now. It's typical, isn't it? The sun is shining now, but it wasn't even just 5 minutes ago. And what a test for these young men. It really, really was indeed. Let's get a couple of snaps as well, shall we? There we go. Let's see if we can grab a quick word with Joseph, shall we, whilst he's out of the car. Might have a little chin wag with us. Let's grab a quick word with Jake, actually, if we can. Mate, those conditions looked absolutely insane. And now it's sunshine. It's just not fair, is it?
No.
Yeah. It was tough, wasn't it? Just talk us through the slippiest parts of the track. Turn one looked particularly treacherous.
Yeah, turn one wasn't the best. That was quite slippy. Going down into the back corner,
Yeah.
that was very slippy going down there. And then into the last little chicane, that was very slippy.
Look, you must have learnt a lot, though, about driving in the rain from that. Even just bringing it home. I wouldn't be able to bring it home. I'd have been in the barriers at corner one.
Yeah, we're running third and then got taken out twice, but it's what it is.
Yeah, it is. We can see you back. We can see you back next month,
Yeah.
Alton. Good man. Well done, bud. Thanks for talking to us. Right, let's just move down a little bit, shall we? As well. Albert again, almost getting it done, wasn't he? He really, really was. I think what we're going to do is let these drivers get back to their garages. In fact, Leon, you might need to just move out the way. Let these guys get back to the garages. We are going to just get back as well. Just try and work out what's exactly happened in this race. We just heard from a very, very happy Deegan Fairclough up there. Very happy Sid Smith. Incredible stuff, and a very happy Alex Lay. That was your top three. Fairclough, Lay and Smith. Smith makes it a pair of podiums. Deegan takes the triple crown of pole, win, win. Incredible stuff. That's not quite it for today though. We are going to go to a short break now, but then we're going to bring you the full official classified results and a breakdown of what has been an incredible weekend for the BRSCC Fiesta Junior Championship Live. We'll see you soon.